That's what's up. We have Louisa in the house. Yo, it's your girl Monicazation taking us into the next level with my sister Louisa. And DJ Money is in the house too.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's go, girl. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful.
We're ready to take this to the next level, and you're the first girl. I'm like, we're gonna play with my sister because I know you. You know what I'm saying?
You know, this is your girl. Always here for you, and we'll always be here.
That's what's up, and we have DJ Money in the house, the baddest DJ.
We in the building. I need y'all to understand, man. Sprite, lemonade. This one is the one. This is the key, man. Nah, I'm playing Monicazation, baby. Hey, you got your own AirPods, man. Come on, guys. You guys got to get hip with the program, man.
I am unique. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let's go back to that Sprite.
Yeah.
Get that Sprite bottle out. You know
Let's
what?
talk about it.
We were talking about Sprite. Do you know how many calories are in that bottle?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many calories do you think? How many grams of sugar?
Well, I will be looking at maybe 50, 60 grams.
Jeez, she's like up there.
Oh,
she
wow.
already knows.
Wow.
But if you have to choose among all like Coke, Sprite, and everything, I mean,
what you
the
going
only
for?
one. What would be the
For me, no soda.
Okay,
Just
I like
water.
that.
I like water.
I like
water
that.
Is really good.
So let me ask you this, though.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's say the water's contaminated. You got no other choice. You got to choose a soda to drink for 1 year. What soda out of every soda in this world can you go for and stick with?
I would probably go for Sunkist.
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 Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different.
like the biggest worst when you talk about sugar.
Sunkist.
That's like where it starts. And guys, listen, I wasn't even recording this, but it just started. But that's how you get messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Somebody's calling me, and we don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah. So
so we're gonna put them on mute.
let me ask you. So what's your nationality? Because you got a nice accent.
Yeah, I'm a Liberian
Okay.
from West Africa.
L-I-B.
LIB in the house. LIB was popping.
I got a lot of Liberian friends. Actually, I graduated with a lot of cool Liberian friends, and one cool thing I love about them is how much they love screaming L-I-B.
LIB in the house.
But this is
all day, every day. LIB.
I love it. Yeah.
This is the first time I'm hearing that word.
Oh man.
Oh my God, you're missing something. Because even the Spanish kids, the white kids, they all know LIB.
And that's the thing. Like,
America.
that's what's so cool about them, though. Because, like, when you rep your country that hard, like, you love your country that hard, you hold down your brothers.
Yes.
You hold down your sisters.
Yes.
Like
You
think
can
about...
say that again.
Exactly. Think about... Do you see people running around saying, America! America! No. Because people fight here.
Yeah.
But back at home, people fight, but you know, it's brotherly love.
Yeah.
Rather than over here.
Get it going, you know?
You don't know.
You gotta get it
You know?
Hey, listen, you're talking LIB, blah, blah, but you're in America, so don't stop talking shit. Excuse me.
America's cool. America's cool.
Listen, before America came about, it was LIB.
Yeah.
So we can
LIB is Little America.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Since we're talking about like LIB in America, did y'all see on the internet what's happening between? This is going to be a very deep subject, but the LGBTQ plus in Africa. Liberia is one of the main countries too. They try to tell them to legalize it in their country. How do you feel?
You know, Liberians,
I feel
are like the Little America. What do you think? I'd like to hear from an LIB.
Well, LIB from the initial stage, well, before I even go further, we use American dollars in Liberia. We use it to purchase.
Yeah.
In fact, rents and other stuff cannot be paid in Liberian dollars. You have to use US to pay your rent.
Shame.
US dollars.
Yes.
Well, but that's a shame just to begin with. Why would you want to use their money?
For some reason, Liberians, with the connection with the slave
Little
trade,
America,
returning back to Liberia and all that.
Yeah.
Liberians feel that they are Little America,
right?
Yeah.
Americans.
They kind of are.
They feel like, and then for some reason, the flag and everything, the culture, the way we speak, Actually, people from down south, when they speak like the way we speak in Liberia. You will listen to that accent. It's like so thick. You know, you understand your south. They understand us. We understand them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure of this thing that is so tied with America and Liberia.
Yeah.
So I mean, what the current say, Monica, is shameful. You can say, but for us, we think we have so much tie with America. So we don't.
Dude, I was in Liberia.
Yeah.
I lived in Liberia. So you're not telling me something I don't know.
Wait, you lived there?
Yeah.
How long?
I was in Liberia before they closed the airport during the war.
1990.
Oh wow.
Is it 1990 or 89 or something? I don't know.
I wasn't born.
I wasn't even born. See, that's to tell you something.
I wasn't born.
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't born. 1992.
This is an American child.
92.
Oh my goodness.
This is an American child. This is an American child. But what I'm trying to say is that we're talking about Africa.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then we are in Africa, and then we're using the currency of another country.
Yeah, but how does that work, though?
That tells you that you don't have confidence in your country about money, or you don't trust your country enough to trust their dollar, their money.
So how does that work, though? Do they get a percent?
This is what it is.
Yes.
I mean, I know much about it.
Yeah.
But what I know is, I'm not sure how other slaves that return to various countries, how they work and how things work. But when those people left from over here, went to Liberia, they were there, living there. So it's like whatever they took from here, they brought there. So they just started to implement whatever they know.
No, but when I was in Liberia, they had Liberian dollars.
We do have,
but
Liberian
not American dollars.
We always have. American
So wait,
dollars.
they use a.
That was even before 70. That was before.
No. What I'm saying is, when I go to the store, when I do.
No,
things,
we do. Up to now, we have Liberian dollars. We always have Liberian dollars.
Okay, that's what
okay. So,
have.
but you can use American money.
Dollars. Okay. We always do have.
So you can use both.
We have 25 cents. We have 50 cents. We have the $5 bills, the $5 coins. We have all of those. We have 50, 20.
Okay,
10.
so they kind of replicated American money.
Yes.
So then that way you can use.
So you're not talking about the American dollar, $1 bill.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I take it back because you did it? The way she said it, right?
No. What I was saying when U.S. dollars came in.
So let's take it back. Let's take it back.
Okay.
But then we have $1 to $50, $100.
The whole world does that because guys, you guys are going to a place you don't even want to get to.
I know you got this
because we got
a lot.
You know, back in the days, it's called petrodollar. Do you know what it's called petrodollar? Why we call it petrodollar?
Why?
Because they use the American money to back the whole money in the world for oil, to buy oil. So anybody that's buying oil will buy, and so every currency is backed by the U.S. dollar because it's called petrodollar. But when we have the Russian war with everybody's wanting to, you guys don't even know what's going on. But that's a topic for another day. But right now in America, in the world, not even in America, they're trying to take away the dollar. They're trying to say because the war in Ukraine, we're thinking it's a small thing, but that's one of the biggest.
No, actually, we just pray for that. We just pray for that in prayer meeting. That is
what is going to try. That is what is going to try to change the world.
But that's the thing, though, with this war, right? Like going into the war and the currency and all this stuff. Like, is it like how bad is us not working with Russia affecting us?
We're in trouble because, like we said. Thank you. I like the question because we said petrodollar, and then you guys don't understand what petrodollar means. The world markets. Everybody, the biggest thing that everybody used was dollars, right?
Yes.
What is dollars backed by?
Crypto.
No, not crypto.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, this is way above your pay grade. So let's not even go.
I want to know though. I want to hear this. I'm interested.
Nothing. It's supposed to be backed by gold or silver.
Oh yeah.
We're just backed because they trust America because of who we are. You understand? So when they're buying gas, the money is being backed by the U.S. dollar. So if you're coming from China to buy, you got to buy with
U.S. dollars.
Exactly. So now, the world, that's what you guys got to understand. The world is fighting Russia. And Russia was like, listen, I'm not going to take dollars from you.
Yeah.
Because it's called
because
petrodollar.
that's the only money
I'm not going to take dollars from you. If you don't give me rupees, I'm not taking your money.
And that's the only money we have here.
If you want to buy gas, you buy with my own currency.
Yes.
You see what's going on?
And
so it's like, so it's like China comes to America. Listen, I need a tank of gas. Okay. go find the U.S. dollar.
Yes.
And go buy it.
It's traded. It's traded. It's publicly traded. That's what they use in trading. So the thing we got to understand now is that Russia now says, "Oh, I don't need your money. Why do you think I need your money?" And so now Americans are begging because listen, we were backed by nothing. It's just because we are like the father of the whole world and we chose it, but it's not really what's going on. And China now is saying, we're going to use the yen.
Yes.
So that's why something is going on. They're trying to take away money from the world while we're getting now back to what is called no money.
No money and everything getting so hard.
Cashless society.
Cashless.
This is a deep topic that we got to pray about because the love
I'm telling you,
if you
pray about that.
If you think about what's going on, do you know what's going on in Nigeria right now?
What's going on?
Sure.
Nigeria is the largest, the most populated African country, right?
Yes,
the most populated African nation. And guess what's happening right now?
Yeah.
No money. They're taking money away from the people. So you know what we were discussing before Louisa came in? We're talking about gangs.
Yeah, the gangs, the
Everybody
African
has
gangs.
their own gangs. Yeah. So the gangs or the people that are ruling the free world are saying, you know what? The only way we're going to control these people is to take away the money.
And this
and make them get on their knees.
But that's the thing, though, right?
Yeah,
like you really got to think about it, though. It's deeper than what you really think. Like when we think about gangs, like I was telling them, when we think about gangs, we think about color, right? We think about Bloods, Crips, whatever, Latin gangs, Asian gangs. No, that's minimal stuff. That's what the police deal with. Like, that's what the police can see.
Yes.
The stuff the police cannot see. Yo, I'm telling you, money, and when we talk about money, we're talking about, there was somebody that, when Shaq was making between $5 to $8 million when he was playing for Orlando, there was these Chinese men that were in gangs killing each other because of monopoly things. Like, they were trying to take over certain areas in certain places because of the money. There's so much money happening. I was telling her that you got these old Chinese men in China sending hits through their gangs to dismantle somebody else's establishment so they can buy it.
Oh my goodness.
And the way they do it is they, like, let's say I'm the gang leader, right?
Yeah.
No, not even. Let's say whatever our gang leaders are in China. You're in the yellow gang, I'm in the red gang.
Yes.
Right? And this is Chinatown, right? So now our head leaders send like us to go and obtain these places. Yeah. So now we can turn them into a nail salon. We can turn it into a restaurant.
Really?
We can turn it into a whatever you want, a massage. But these are how they hide their money. This is how they, mind you, they're still selling drugs through their establishments.
They just do a cover up.
Yes, they don't get caught because the master is in China.
Yes.
And because this man is a billionaire, imagine how they're paying off America.
I'm telling you.
They can talk to people we cannot see. Yeah. I'm telling you, they can do, and it's the money.
That's why right now, if you think about media, they only tell you what they want you
to know.
So the real story
is not being told.
If you watch the news, 90%, 99, I would say 99%, because if I say 90%, I'm giving justice.
Yeah.
99% of people trust what the news tell them.
Yeah.
Right
it's
now
trash.
in England, I have a father music that is doing dialysis. Right now, they're rationing food in England. There's no food. And so they say, hey, you can only take 3 apples. You can in 2023. Germans cannot feed themselves. Why? Because of a simple Russian war.
You see.
Russia has come to the table and said, let's quash this. And America and the gulags and say, no, we need to fight. Why do you want to fight? Who is suffering?
Who's suffering?
But that's the thing.
The normal people. You gotta ask yourself, why is Russia fighting? Because Russia told you you can do whatever you want, but do not work with Ukraine, because Ukraine is just in the border behind them. Yes. And Ukraine, even the American government admitted that they have labs in Ukraine. Biological labs where they're doing things to, the COVID and everything, all these things are cooked.
Yeah.
Russia sees these things, and Russia was like, look, right now we have a new world. Yep. Believe it or not, where we have the homosexuals, those
were not things we had.
Russians don't believe in this shit. Yeah. But America now, you see all the guys, there's no more women.
Yeah.
What now we're called bathers, bleeders, whatever. We're not women anymore because any man can say they're men.
Isn't that insane?
It's so insane.
Isn't that
crazy?
crazy?
The real world, because you guys don't know, at least, again, forgive me, I'm talking from my perspective.
Yeah.
Don't understand what is really happening. The real war that's being fought. If you understand, you know that Ukraine is the devil. Because in the beginning of you remember
actually my little boy said that my little boy in college, he said, "Mommy, Ukraine is very dirty and people do not know." We were praying and then my pastor said, "Let's pray for Ukraine." And after we were done praying, he said, "Mommy, even though pastor said we should pray for Ukraine, but Ukraine is very dirty."
They go there. They're like the prostitute.
Yeah.
No, dude, you gotta, because you see many a times a lot of people when I'm on the social media, Facebook pays me, you know that.
Yeah.
I'm a verified person. I'm paid to be there.
Yeah.
When I was talking, they put him in jail. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
But everything I said, is true. Why? Because I do not get my news from the mainstream media.
Yeah.
Because I do my due diligence.
Yeah.
You get me? So Ukraine is a place where they say, "Oh, you're gonna go to jail." Blah blah blah. The president is not the real president.
That's my point, though.
He told me the president is not good. They took off
the real president and instilled this freaking guy that is collecting money from different people and say, "Hey, you want to come here and give us money? Come. Do your lab over here. Do your lab over here." Planting things that will destroy humanity. And you know when they went to the Davos retreat, when they all went?
Yeah.
Who went? The big guys. They're the one that tell us, like, there's too many humans. God forgive me. When I'm not going to post this thing because I'm going to go to jail. All the humans say, "Oh, there's too many people in the world. We need to kill."
Of course.
So that's why they were giving people shots. I was like, "Fuck that shit. I'm not going to take."
Oh, you didn't do COVID shot?
I'm not taking this shit. Why? Because during the time that the government told us that it's mandatory, do you know who it was not mandatory for?
The government.
The government. The Senate, you don't have to take it. The House of Rep, you don't have to take it. But me and you gotta take it? I'm like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
If you want it, you go take it. And then they said not to take hydrochloroquine, right? Don't take it, it's not good for you. You gotta take the shot. Whereas all the people, but like McCullough and the other people, who do you think ordered hydrochloroquine? All of House of Rep and all of Senate. They were taking the drugs that they said we cannot take. They shut it down. But they were taking it and they didn't take the shot. But they're forcing us to take the shot because I believe that the shot has placebo and the real thing.
Yeah.
Do you see how many young boys have been having heart issues? I have a hole in my heart. And I told my doctor, I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not taking the risk that you said it's possible it's going to kill me. Why? I don't know this thing. No, I'm not taking it. But young people now are falling.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah. 30, 40 years old, Hollywood, a lot of people are dying.
Do you think, all right, the pandemic, do you think the pandemic is over?
The pandemic is never going to be over because it was a test run. Did you watch the movie The Last of Us?
No.
Did you watch the movie The Last of Us? Because you see, in the Bible...
I heard it was about a disease, though, right?
Yes, you got to read about this. Because, again, you see why COVID is bad is because COVID was manufactured. COVID is not like the common cold, something that just happened. It's something that was cooked.
But whenever it's cooked like that,
it's almost like they gave us herpes, and they sent us forever.
And you know the thing, they said, are you not wondering why all of Africa is not dead?
Because they didn't take the shots. They didn't have it.
Because we are out there.
Yeah.
Open. All the people on the streets, all those, they say, "Oh, no, they're all fine."
Yeah.
They eat from the ground. You know, Africa didn't get shit. You know why? Is because they know who they want to give the thing, and you know, Africans are crazy. We are like a testing ground.
Yeah.
People did die, but again, you could see that only the rich, the people that were in the Western world, are the ones dying. And today they still wondering why it didn't affect Africans because Africans drink dirty water and they leave. If you go to Africa and go drink the water, you'll be sick. I travel a lot. I go to Africa a lot.
Yeah.
Anything, even the mosquito bite me, I'm still standing. Everybody's going to bite a white guy or bite American. Like you,
American,
no, if I
go,
I know you got black skin, but you're American.
It's over.
Your immunity immunity is not as strong as them because we are strong. So all the mosquitoes that are beating us are sharing.
Yeah. My cousin tells me that all the time.
We say no germs in Africa. No germs.
That's what they say, right?
Because no germs in Africa.
Because our bodies are strong.
You drink the dirty water and you will never get sick.
And you never get sick.
Eat the rotten food, you will never get sick.
We cook the food for 3-4 days and keep warming that shit.
You know the thing is, our bodies are like, you gotta remember, right? Animals and us, we share a lot of things, right? We share a lot of like genetics and stuff like that. And actually, our closest relative is the bonobo. The bonobos. You ever heard of the bonobos? So they're a monkey species. You know the chimpanzee.
Yeah.
So they actually look very similar to a chimpanzee. Yeah. They discovered this species less than I think 20 years ago.
Oh, bonobo.
Yeah, the bonobos. It's a new species.
Found where?
It was found, I forgot exactly where, but it was definitely around Congo, Uganda, around that area of Africa. Yeah. They found these monkeys, and they found that these monkeys are even more closely related to humans. Then, because they say the chimp is the closest to us, right? Was it the gorilla? It was either the chimp, or the gorilla. But now they're saying the bonobo. So if you look at the diagram, it goes human, bonobo, then chimp, then I think gorillas. No, orangutans. You guys know orangutans? Actually, sorry, I think it's human. It could be orangutan and then bonobo and chimp.
Oh, wow.
Because the orangutans now are very close to us. Like, if you see the way if you really look at these animals and the way they move, the way they look at humans, the way they interact, they're humans. Orangutans, they're humans. Look that up. These things are humans. Like, it's so crazy. And the only thing that separates us and them is like one chromosome. Really, if you think about it, it's like one chromosome. It's the vocal cord. That's why they can't speak, but they can do sign language. So, think about it. Like, that's why our bodies, like you said, like we can drink the water, do this. These animals do this and they're fine. They probably have the flu or something, but they get back up and they start running.
They keep going.
You know what I mean? They keep going. So like, I feel like you're right. It's like, well, if you don't do it, then you're not going to be used to it. Almost like if somebody's allergic to peanut butter. I heard that if you give your kid peanut butter at an early age, they won't be allergic to it, right? Or something like that. That's what I hear. Is that true? I don't know. I don't have no kids.
I'm not allergic to it.
I don't have no kids, but what I heard is, that's what I heard. I heard, you get your kid immune to it. And,
for me, none of my kids have allergies.
Allergies, right? Because you fed your kids the stuff you eat early, right? So I think that might be it, but I heard that too many times. That might be really the truth, right? So if you drink the dirty water all the time, it's nothing to you.
You build immunity.
Yes.
Immunity
it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing to you. You wait. It's almost like think about these basketball players. They can run back and forth on that basketball court for four damn
body.
Yeah. Me? Oh no, I give up.
Like my little boy, when he's running, he run like sometimes 20 miles,
30
miles.
Yeah.
He run from here to Hanover. Ran and came back.
And come back. But for me, no, I can't do that.
I would never do that.
Exactly. So think about it like food, right? And like the water that you said, clean water is not everywhere.
No.
I have a friend, you're just talking about food and we're going to wrap this up. I have a friend that this is the 15th day, he's not eating anything. He just drinks water. I was like, dude, because I'm fasting, right? Yeah.
And Ramadan, right?
No, it's not because of Ramadan. Sometimes you gotta clean your body.
Yeah.
I asked him, I'm like, dude, are you not gonna die? I was like, Monica, I ain't gonna die. No. I do 30 days straight up. All I take is water. I was like, what the?
I took 2 weeks and ate no rice. And since I was born, I ate rice in the morning for breakfast, for lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, I have not eaten rice.
How you feel?
It was just today I ate rice.
How you feel?
The only thing is I felt really good.
Yeah.
And normally I'm tired.
Yeah.
But 2 weeks now, I kept going like almost 24 hours. And I'm still good. So I believe the rice is so much starchy.
How's the rice in Africa compared to here?
Rice is our life in Africa.
Yeah.
Especially Liberia.
Yeah.
Rice is our
It doesn't
life.
get imported, right? We
We have our own rice, but everything in Africa.
We have our own rice, but it gets imported.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got
like the parboiled rice.
The fada rice.
Yeah, the parboiled rice.
Well, so the rice that you find over there, you can find it here too.
Yeah, we do have it here.
It's the same rice.
Same.
Have you not been to Africa? What?
There's a
Where are
reason.
you from?
Uganda.
Oh, Uganda.
But this is the
You've
problem.
never been home?
This is the reason though. Like so there's 6 of us, right? And we're all 1 year apart. So there was a time that we were supposed to go when we were kids, but I think my mom kept getting pregnant.
Yes.
Back to back every year. You know, I came, my sister, then me, then my brother. Then she took a little gap. You know, she had to chill, and then my brother, back to back.
So you have only one girl.
One girl. So I believe they spoke about it, but the money they didn't make enough money. They were just CNAs. You know, we was living 6 kids in a 3-bedroom apartment. Yeah. I don't think they had the funds for it. You know, but they had the funds for themselves. They had the funds because they used to go. They by themselves. They'd be like, all right, we out. They leave me with my uncle. Like, yo, we out. We'll see you later. Come back after a month.
But when you look at it, you're not making much money.
Yeah.
I mean, you just think that child is too little to spend $3,000 on buying ticket. But if you're making a lot of money, you don't care.
Yeah.
But when you just make just so much, it's not really easy to look at a little baby and spend $3,000.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's what they did, but I'm just thinking because I was a mother here living single. She knows I lived here 7 years by myself before my husband joined me. So sometimes when it came to options, I just you know what?
That's what I'm saying. Like as a mom, like
I would do this.
That's what I'm saying. Like you traveled back home.
Yeah.
You traveled with your kids too, right?
I did.
Have
once.
you never?
I did once.
Okay. So the same thing, right? So it's almost the same thing. Can you relate to that though? Can you relate to like my?
I have a reason. Before COVID, I was supposed to take my kids home, but see, like I am in an interracial marriage, and you know I have a husband that's not from my culture. My husband's been to Africa. When actually Olivia technically has been to Africa because when I was pregnant, I took her to Africa.
Oh, okay.
And I look at Africa and I think of my kids. I was like, dang. Because my kids, you know, the kids is
you got it. Yeah, you just.
Africa, I was like, Mom.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of Africa is not like America.
Yeah.
It's inferior.
Yeah.
There's so much things, and again, there's a lot of
good things. You're just protecting your kids.
But
you're being a mom.
I wanna take them home so that they can understand because now is the right time to go and they can ask questions. But in a way, I was like, I'm not so proud of because it seems like Africa is just stagnant. It's not developing.
No.
You know, you go there, there's no life.
Which is understandable.
It's just too much.
Which is understandable, right? So when I talk to my dad and I say, Dad, you know why we don't go? He said, oh, right now it's not a good time.
Yes.
But they don't go into detail. Like around that time, I'm 14, 15, 16, and I'm running around outside. Whatever they're saying is going in one ear and out the other. Now I'm old. Now I know. Now I make money. Now I'm seeing the government doing this, and now I see the people going crazy. Now I see why. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, Congo, right? Congo has really never.
No, it's not from Congo.
Nah, Uganda.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah. But it's like, you know, the parent they don't explain it, and I'm talking from a son. Perspective to mothers, right? Like, do you need to explain it to us? No. I think it's best
to just take them there.
Yeah.
Leave it like that.
And that's what I want to do because I'm in that place now because we were supposed to go 2 years ago, me and my daughter. My son would never go except the father goes. You know, I know my child.
Yeah.
He's that kind of person. And when my husband went the first time, he was like, what?
Yeah.
I took him to Lagos. You know, there was so much traffic.
Your son is gonna.
And he was just
your son.
He enjoyed the countryside. He didn't like the city. So he always talks about it. My son listens. Like, that mom, when you go to Dad? When do we go? And I was like,
he wants to go now.
We gotta. No, he's like Dad. He's looking at his dad like, is it okay?
Can we
go.
Yeah.
But a little bit like, Mom, let's go. Then.
But that's the thing, though, right? It's like, you know, as an American-born African.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We have this perception on Africa.
Yes.
We're born into this world and they give us this perception that Africa is a certain way that we see it on TV in the textbooks. That's what we see first. If your parents do not let you know the real deal, which my parents weren't that good at telling us things. You know what I mean? So we had to learn about Africa from these textbooks. Before I understood, my father owns over 500 acres of land, and he has houses and buildings. I'm thinking, my dad's like, yeah, we were born in the village, no problem, no hospitals, it was cool. So I'm thinking about that, and then I go to school, and then in school we seeing this on the TV, so I'm like putting two. Dad, we didn't live so good. Comes to find out, he didn't explain it thoroughly.
He did not take his time.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't explain it, because now that I'm older and he's sending me, hey, son, look at my establishment I'm building.
My dad never said that to me.
You never said. You know what I'm saying?
No, the thing is, I get to a point where you can take the bull by the horn. You can do your own research. And go look.
That's the beauty.
But remember what I talked about in a documentary I was doing? Like, if we don't tell our stories,
who will? And I think the discovery, I think the internal discovery, when I find new things out, I get excited. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get excited.
If you go to Africa, you'll be in love.
Exactly.
Because I tell people, I was like, we don't, listen, I was just saying that on my Facebook post last night. I'm saying, we are not rich, but we're the happiest people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Because even we have so much money here, we're not happy.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to understand that it's not about money that makes you happy.
Yeah.
You get me? So
it's totally not.
as a parent, I failed my kids because I've not taken them to the countryside like I should have.
I wouldn't say that. I'm going to tell you why. Because my parents didn't do it either, but I appreciate that, because that's something that I feel like when I go there, that's a new chapter. That's a new chapter. They didn't tell me about it. Now I'm ready to explore. I'm eager to go. I want to go. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful that they didn't tell me more, because now when I see things, it's going to be new to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's okay, because maybe it's not that time. Yeah. And maybe it's not that time. You know? And I know, so like I said, my father picked up over 500 acres of land, which I'm like, Dad, where the heck did this come from? So now I can't wait to see that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Dad, like, let's go. Like, you know, but the sad thing is my father's very sick. So I know when I go there.
No, listen. Your dad better get a video and talk to you and let you guys know, because again, that's one thing about Africa. Yeah. When it comes to inheritance, I
know. Trust me. This. You know what? Let me tell you.
Are you the oldest?
Let me tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you our story. I'm gonna shock you guys. I'm gonna tell you a story, and I'm gonna try to make it quick, because I gotta go DJ soon. So long story short, I'm a young kid, right? I'm born here, whatever. My mom got her brother here, and then my father has very little family. But my mom, she got her brothers and stuff. So while I'm like about 13 years old, and I remember my uncle Kenneth was fixing the floors, putting the tiles in, and he's like, are you ever gonna go to Africa? And I said, obviously, I don't know. I'm 13. Like, how? I don't make money. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing. He goes, your dad got land. So I'm like, really? I'm thinking like a little backyard. He goes, he goes, so he explained it to me. He goes, if you go and pick up those titles, the amount of land you have, you can cover up the whole downtown Lowell. So I'm thinking like, whatever, 13 years old, one in here, out the other.
You're a kid.
Fast forward, right? Boom, another family member comes. Wow, your dad has so much land. So now I'm like scratching my head. Now I'm like, how much land does this dude really have? Like, why do these people keep saying this, right? So fast forward. Whoop. So now this is what really got in my head. When I had this little cousin of mine come from Uganda, because her father works for Bank of America, and I guess he got stationed here in America, through my mom's side of the family. And so my mom, so I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna tell you the real story. So I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I wanna go buy some weed, and I'm like, it's on the other side of Lowell, it's in Pawtuckaville. I go downstairs, my mom said, in Luganda, right? Because I understand the language very fluently, I just don't speak it.
Good.
Yeah, I understand it fluently, so like nobody can play me, like it sticks in here. So my mom's like, hey, you got a relative, she's downstairs, why don't you show her around the city? In my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go pick a weed anyway. So I'm like, all right, you know what? Might as well come for the ride, So whatever. So I take my little cousin, and now I'm like, we introducing each other, whatever, whatever. Yeah. So the first thing she mentions is the land. So she goes, so when are you coming to Uganda? Your daddy has this land, and people think you're not coming back to get this land. When I heard that, I said, I need to go now. Like, would they think I'm not going to come back and take what's mine?
What's yours?
No. And when my little cousin, she called me uncle. Yeah, I'm like, okay. Yeah, so respect. I'm like, oh, okay, uncle, all right, cool, I'll take that. But, so my niece, whatever, cousin, whatever, once she explained it in detail, that she said, your dad has this, he has this. People think you're not coming back. So they're plotting on that land. You must go back. I had a little girl, not even an adult. Now I'm hearing this from a kid.
For real.
So now
they talk about it a lot.
Yeah. So now I'm like, okay, if you know this, who else is plotting? Who else is plotting? How do you know this? Like, what do you know? What else? And I never seen that girl again after that.
This is the thing, though. People who are even doing it are the same people who will be telling you.
Yeah.
And because probably your dad is saying he's not doing good, they're trying to steal away the
Because they know he's very ill.
Trying to steal away. And this is the thing about stealing. If sometimes people don't know you, they don't steal from you. People who
know you
steal from you
steal because they know.
People who know
because you have your guards down.
Yeah.
So they know the in, they know when you go in, they know when you come out. They have studied you, they study everything around you. They know all about you. So it's easy for them to go. Once you turn your back, they know how much time you're going to stay to where you're going. So they go in and take.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, so when
they know what they're doing.
They know. And it was, and I forgot. And the funny thing is, I seen her only once. I can't even remember what she looks like, to be honest. The oldest brother. Okay. I have a sister, but I think the land gets sent to me. Yeah, this is the thing. I have a cousin. That's a month older than me, and our fathers are brothers, but he's not mentally there. Like, he's not like as smart as me. Yeah. So I think they're gonna give it to me because he wouldn't know.
But that's your cousin.
Yeah.
What's your cousin got to do with your dad's land?
So because they're brothers. Yeah. So when my uncle died, right? My dad's brother's older than him. He had the land first. So something happened. There was some family feud. I remember. I was young, but I remember, and it was over the land. And yeah, I was very young at that time. I wasn't like
you're African.
Mind you, those things. I don't know if Ugandans believe in voodoo and stuff like that.
No, we do. No, my uncle was a voodoo doctor. My uncle was a voodoo doctor.
You have to be very careful with that, because what happened is, if they know your father possessed all of those, they make him sick to kill him, to possess the land. And if you leave him here to go there, they set for you. So everybody telling you to go there, you have to be very careful. Because you could be walking.
Oh, don't scare this.
Yeah. No. But listen. I'm telling you what I know. But listen. I'm telling you what I know. My uncle was a voodoo doctor. Yes. And it was confirmed. My father had to burn his stuff. Oh, yes. I believe that. My uncle was my favorite uncle. I love this dude. Rest in peace to him. No, he died.
Did he live here?
He lived here. They sent him, when he died, they set his body back. But he was the uncle that stayed there with us when our parents went to work. You know what I'm saying? He lived on the couch. He was that uncle. You know what I'm saying? Since day one, when my parents had to come up.
Who came first?
So my parents came, and then he came in 98-ish, and never went back. Yeah. I was born 92, so you can only imagine. Right. So he basically seen everybody born.
Is it a mechanic?
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, he might as well been. He was that uncle. He was like...
Yeah, because I remember there was a guy...
So, Bufu, I know you've seen him. If I show you a picture of him, you probably have seen him. He probably
when
came...
When did he die?
He died 2015, 2016. Oh. Yeah, next time I come around, because it's a new phone, I don't have a picture.
Do you know James?
James with the garage?
Yeah.
That's my uncle.
Oh,
that's my blood uncle. That's my dad's cousin.
See, that's what I was just asking about. Is it
because James is my friend?
Yes. So James is my blood. So that's everything's tied in. So but that's like a cousin, my dad's cousin. So like I don't know how the land goes between them. But
so James is part of that land.
Yeah, James is not. I don't think he's part of the land, but he's part of the family because he's a blood relative. We're blood related.
So probably your grandfather was the one who owned the land.
So
only his children, his boys' children,
to get the land, right?
Get the land.
So that's what happened. So when he died, my uncle, his wife, the thing is, the son is not. He wasn't mentally there, and we were kids.
That's what you say.
And then no. The thing is, my cousin, he's like he's disabled. He's obese, and then he's like disabled. So like he can't
do so much.
Yeah, he can't think like how sharp I can think.
So
you know what I mean?
I will tell you.
Yeah.
When you get there, since you upstairs, you good.
Yeah.
You will have to do something about trying to
some
cut
research.
Pieces of that land.
Yeah.
Do your research, cut pieces of that land, and give some to him because he's your biological family.
Yeah.
Yes. Because he's your
your
father.
My father's brother.
Your brother, son. So he has the same right when you have.
Exactly.
Because two brothers.
Exactly.
So now you might not give him everything.
Yeah.
But if it's like 4 pieces, you will have to
give him some.
and give him 2.
Yeah, because
or you give him at least 1.5.
Yeah.
And you can take 2.
I gotta.
He has to get something because you now know what to do. So since you know what to do, do the right thing.
Yeah. So with us, right? My sister, like we're all like intact. We know we're the American family. Yes. Like we're the only cousins. I don't have any other cousins that were born here that I can say these are my American cousins. If anything, they might have been born here, but they're way more cultured than us. We come off as the Americanized cousins. That's why she came and said, if you don't go back, they don't think y'all gonna come here at all. Because we've,
And you're lucky because if it's Nigeria, we'll be gone by now.
Oh, yeah?
Nigeria is gone by now.
Listen. My dad, before he came to America, he was, he owned the property. We had the property. And we built the back, where we lived, and left the front open, and it's a gated property. Yeah. So I just started building the land, and the people in the area came back and like, no,
they're moving in.
Stop! You cannot do that. We need the money for the land. I was like, it's my father's land, dude. They stopped us from working. I had to. Desmond, remember I was telling you, Desmond, one of the big stars, was the only person that was able to beg.
Did you get to
go pay? I had to pay for the land again to be able to build.
No, I did that.
What?
I rebought my land. I rebought my land.
Dude, you don't even understand what you're talking about.
I rebought my land too, sis.
This is crazy. This is like a conversation.
I bought the land.
We're going to have
I was building.
Yeah.
Somebody can say, you can't build here. I'm like, how can I? Why are you stopping me? Oh, because the land belongs to the person who sold it to you was not the rightful owner.
Okay.
I am the rightful owner, so you got to rebuy this. And 2 of my land, I had to rebuy this.
That is exactly what I'm going through right now. I had to pay an additional almost $20,000. I'm not talking that.
No, but you guys, land very expensive to you guys. For me, I had to pay $10,000.
See, but look at the problems.
Matter.
Look at the problems.
$1.
Look at the problems.
Pay for something you already
own. Look at the problems, right? And it's the same thing in Uganda. So the story that I got was you need to go and go back and get the titles. So you need to go to these people and get the title because they have. Why do they got the titles?
Dude, let me tell you something.
That's what I'm telling you.
Why do they got the titles? Why? So my uncle said you can go get it, but you have to live there, and you have to do some work to get it. So that's another thing. So when my dad went, he just got some back. So once again, he's sick, so he can only really go.
So what is bothering him?
He has a pacemaker in his heart. Stents is like it's
stent. Yeah.
He literally went back not that long ago so they can adjust the pacemaker because it went off 2 times.
Where are they adjusting it in America, right?
Yeah,
okay. When did he get sick?
It was honestly like years. It was like.
How old is your dad?
Right now he's like 60 something.
Listen, I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Don't fight for land in Africa.
Yeah.
If you want to stay alive, don't fight for land.
Yeah, that's what I said. Be careful.
Stay. Yeah, we have land here.
Give you, take, but don't fight for them. Say, hey, let's share it.
Because you want to stay alive. The D's your father has.
Yeah.
Take those.
Sell it. Run.
Take those.
Yeah.
If the ones he did not get.
Yeah.
Don't go.
And leave it right. I gotta be like, because you know what? Because here. So my parents.
Don't even pause in the food.
They'll
pause in the food.
Really?
And you're gonna die. They'll pause in the food for you.
Listen, African Americans, they all say, Dude, we are discriminated more in Africa. We hate each other so much more than the Western world. Even the Western people, the white people, the Western people, they love us more than our people love us. Because can somebody take your land here?
Hell no.
Go to court, but in Africa they take a shit from you and like get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And wait for you behind the house.
And they kill you, and nothing is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's the world. Hey, listen. Africa, it's a different ball game. Yeah. You never been to Africa, dude. You're gonna learn what Africa is all about.
This is dope.
It's another planet. Yeah. Another planet.
Yeah, no, this is dope because this is fire. Because if you guys think about this whole show, right? We got 3 Africans in here. One being African American, right, born, and then Liberian. We got Nigeria, and it's like look how like the conversations are so connected. You know, different countries and I haven't even been there.
Yep.
Right? And it's like, look how closely these conversations can be connected. Monica, you got something?
Listen, guys. It's your girl Monicazation. We're just kicking it. You know what? There's so many things to talk. And you know what? Right now, people that have never been to Africa, they're going to learn. And you just learned something.
Yeah.
And you're learning something. And I'm learning something. And I'm thinking, we're coming back here. Talking about everything and anything, and thank you guys so much. And we're gonna take it out from here.
Anything and everything, get it right.
Let's go party, guys. Louisa, my girl, thank you.
Anything for you, girl.
That's right.
Anything for you, girl.
Out. All right.
Ella be in the house.
Ella be in the house. That's right.